Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How are you, man? Sorry for all the confusion. Finally got it going. Thanks to Gio and you, and appreciate
All
it.
right, I got to ask you this first of all. What are you
Sure.
drink? What are you drinking? Baby's blood, vampire blood? How do you still look exactly the same as you did when you were a kid?
It's a combination of vampire blood and Gatorade.
Yeah, I mean seriously,
Thank
you
you.
got to be
Thank
10 years older than me. I would
I'm
trade my
60.
looks with you in a second.
Thank you. I'll be 65 in September.
Is that's hard for me to as a kid watching you as a kid. It's hard to me to even believe. Like, do you ever sit back and go, "How did I become 65?"
How do you think I feel?
Yeah,
Of course I do.
yeah.
You know, my father, God rest his soul, he would tell me when like he was like 50. He'd say, "You know, I can't believe I'm this old."
Yeah. I go
And
through
I'm
the same
like,
thing.
I can't believe I'm this old. I can't believe it. Because mentally I'm 11
Right.
and I don't see myself as 65.
Can we take you back if you don't mind? Because I'm very interested to talk to you, but I'm also a fan. So,
Go.
how old were you when you started Happy Days, and was that the first thing that you did?
No, I started the show when I was 15, I think. But before that, I did before. So I'll give you going from earliest till Happy Days. So I
Okay.
did commercials and stuff, and then I did a movie called Bugsy Malone, and which was a gangster film with you got to watch. If you've never seen it, you never heard, you got to watch it.
Okay.
It's a great movie. It's a musical directed by Alan Parker. It's a great movie. It's a spoof on gangster films.
Okay.
And then Gary Marshall saw me that brought me out to California and put me in the Pinky Tuscadero pilot,
Ah. Okay.
which didn't go. And then he put me in a show called Blansky's Beauties with Nancy Walker, and that went for a year.
Uh huh.
And then after that, I went into Happy Days.
Now, it was you and your brother, right, Jimmy?
Cousin,
Cousin. Oh, I thought he was your brother. Okay.
not my cousin.
Jimmy,
My,
I have to
yes.
tell you, turned in one of the best child actor performances I've ever seen in my life in the Bad News Bears. That kid
Oh, it was great.
he encapsulated a 50-year-old bookie in the body of an 8-year-old. I mean, he was
What,
tremendous in that movie.
what was his name? Carmine Ronzoni or something?
Yeah. But I mean, he
You
was
know what?
so
You know
perfect.
what? He was great in it. He was great in it.
He was really great in it. So whether your family like, look, we got good-looking kids, we got to put these kids in movies somehow, or is that something you really wanted to do as young as you can remember?
So, good question. No. So James, I call him James because that's how I grew up with him.
Yeah.
Has an older brother, Joseph, who is now a big lawyer, or I think he's retired in Manhattan. And James was an actor, and James was Joey was very talented, and Joey did an episode of The Monkees,
Oh,
and I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah.
So I said to my mom, I want to be on TV, and she took me to his agents and managers, and one of them took me on, and I didn't work much because I was not a desirable looking boy. I was too ethnic looking.
Right. Too Italian.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
Italian. Are you Italian?
Oh, I'm very much
Calta?
Italian. It's
Oh, nice.
Calta Bellata.
What part of Italy?
Sicilian, my mother and father.
Where?
I don't know. The name is Calta Bellata. There is a town with the same name in Calta Niseta, so they're all from that
Okay.
somewhere over there.
I'm Sicilian too. Bravo. Anyway, so I didn't work a lot, and then through whatever, I did a couple of commercials, and then Bugsy Malone came up.
Wow, and what a life that must have been to be that young, good looking, and on TV. I mean, you must have just been tearing it up in your younger years.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah. And this is my most important question I want to ask you is I watch you and your daughter on video. She golfs. You guys seem to have a great relationship. I love the video of you singing Espresso together. I have a 12-year-old daughter who does not think that I'm cool whatsoever. Does your daughter know that you're cool?
Oh, my daughter doesn't think I'm cool. but
She's gotta know.
but she enjoys my company.
Does she know? Like, do people recognize you when you go out? And she's like, that's my dad. Yeah, I mean, because I would be. Listen, I've met some very famous people, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But if I ran into you, I'd be like, holy Chachi! I'd be so excited because I'm a fan. I grew up watching the show, and I would imagine that she has got to see that, and how, I wonder if a kid can comprehend that.
Oh, well, here's the thing. So I did a series up until 2016 called See That Run on Nick at Night.
Right. Oh,
And
that's even more popular. Yeah.
I don't know if it's more popular
For the kids. I
mean, no,
for kids.
but my daughter would come to the tapings every Friday. So she had a sense when she was very young about, who I was and fame and all that kind of stuff. So she's lived with it, and I mean, she gets a kick out of it. I don't think, people, her friends will know me. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Maybe their parents tell them. And I don't know if it gets in her way ever. I hope it doesn't, but she's aware of it, and she's, I'm just her dad, and I'm, tough on her sometimes, and she's tough on me, and it's just a normal relationship.
I live a constant life of trying to make my kids think I'm cool, and I just no matter how many times you go out and people stop to take a picture, they're like, "Come on, you're slowing us down." There's nothing cool to them whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, it's I got stories about people that I met who were gigantic, and the people they were with couldn't care less.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was just like I was with Michael Jackson, the Purple. Like, come on, let's go. I just couldn't care.
When you were younger and you were doing the Joni Loves Chachi thing, there was a real relationship between you guys, between you and Aaron.
There was.
It was
when we were on Happy Days.
Yeah.
And I don't recommend that to anybody.
No, because what happens when it ends?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. We had a very tough time on that on Joni Loves Chachi. Very tough because we were not friendly, to say the least.
Yeah. I knew a guy who knew Erin in her later years, and was supposedly working on a book with her, and was going to drop a bomb that she might have had some bad Hollywood experiences with producers of that show. Does that something that ring a bell to you, or something you know?
Never.
It never sounded like
it.
It never sounded like it. It sounded to me like it was coming out of to sensationalize a story in order to sell books.
I never heard a peep from anybody on that show ever. Now, up until now.
Yeah.
Until you, Mike, you've totally ruined it.
When I heard that, I've never talked about that before because this was years ago, and I had heard about this, and they said, "Watch, there's going to be a bombshell," and I went, "There's always some sort of some leak or some sort of where there's smoke, there's fire." And there was never any smoke. No,
never.
We're talking to Scott Baio, who I have to tell you two great things about you. One is that I talked about you from following you on Instagram, and you were thanking a car dealership in Bradenton. And I went, does Scott Baio live in Bradenton? And then 2 days later, I got a phone call from Scott Baio. I was like, that's a stand-up guy. I love that. That was great.
Yeah, no, I ran into somebody at a cigar lounge. I don't want to mention her name because people might not like her after I mention her name. But she goes, do you know who Mike Calta is? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
She's, this and that. I said, I just got here. This is about, God, we've been trying to do this for almost a year.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I don't. She says, he's this big guy in Florida and radio and blah, blah. I said, well, is he saying nice things? She says, oh, he says amazing things about you. I said, well, so I reached out and, here we are.
And then the other thing, I think I love your convictions and your views. You stick with it. And one of the things before we had any contact with you that I played on the air was you, after the second Trump election, calling out celebrities by their names that should be leaving the country because they said, and you were like, and this guy, including Ron Howard and some people that you were had worked with before, you were like, it's time for you all to go. And you're 100% right.
Well, it's so interesting, Mike, because they on the left will call us all kinds of names. Nazi, racist, on and on and on and on and on. And I do one thing.
Hmm.
I just mentioned a bunch of names, and everybody, oh, how horrible are you? Oh my God, you people are. There really is a condition called Trump derangement syndrome, and I don't think it's a joke. So I enjoy poking it. And listen, I am who I am. I grew up the way I grew up. I grew up with my father working hard and all the men in my neighborhood working hard, and that's who I am.
Yeah.
I don't want anything from anybody. So, I'll tell you how I got on to Trump. I don't know if you remember. I know you don't want to make this a
No, you good.
political thing, but I went to an event with my wife for oh God, the former governor of Wisconsin, Scott Walker,
Okay.
and he was great. This guy, I love this guy. This is the guy. And I went to the first debate at the Reagan Library with my wife, and my wife said, Trump is the guy. I'm like, no, no, no. This is in 2016
Now,
or 15.
now you grew up
No,
you
no,
grew up
no, no.
mostly in New York.
Me?
Yeah. Before.
I moved to LA when I was like 15 or 16.
Okay. So,
Anyway, so I see. Go ahead.
But I'm saying you were aware of Trump. It wasn't like you grew like I grew up with him. I mean, I grew up in New York, so I was aware of him my whole life before he was political, before he was apprentice. I mean, we all know Trump.
Oh yeah. I mean, the guy's been a staple forever.
Yeah.
Sure. But anyway, I saw the debate and I said, "Oh my God, that's the guy, Trump. He beat the crap out of everybody."
Yeah. Yeah. And then who gives you any backlash from or clearly you don't care about it?
I don't care.
Yeah.
The normal geeks
Yeah.
give you backlash. But a lot of them are turning around. A lot of them are turning around now, which is great.
It's hard. It's hard for me. I voted for Trump. I like him. I think he does some things sometimes that I wish he would made different choices to be a little bit more presidential at times to do it. But that's also the guy that you vote for.
Right.
It's you get what you ask for. But I like that he has another opportunity to be in there. I like some of the things that are happening, and I would like to let it play out differently than it has for the last 100 years, and try to see if we can get back to where we used to be. But it's very difficult because now me saying that immediately turns off a portion of my audience. I don't want to say half. It's not that divisive. I don't think that half the people don't even care and just don't want to hear anything about politics.
No, I get it. I get it. So you don't have. You can move on to something else.
No. I listen. I think the people like you are rare because you got guys like Jimmy Kimmel and you got guys like Colbert. What's that?
Poor Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I mean, guys who have had these careers that they have just, I mean, what Stephen Colbert did to the legacy of David Letterman of taking that show right down the tubes to the point where it's canceled now. I mean, that's insane. But it shows guys like you who aren't afraid to say how you feel and who you support. I mean, it's rare because so many people are afraid.
Yeah. A lot of people are afraid. I just try to break everything down to just being as simple as possible.
Yeah,
And I
common
think
sense.
that's what Trump does.
Yeah.
It's close the border, let people keep more of their money. I want to be able to walk around the street because for me, without safety, everything else is BS.
Yeah.
So that's my that's it. And the other side doesn't, for some reason, doesn't want to clean up the streets. And the other thing is, Mike, is this, and you'll get this completely. So people say, well, why does he have to do this? And why does he have to be so crass? And why does he have to make fun of people? And I said, look, he's from Queens. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn boy. I get it.
Yeah.
We ranked on each other nonstop from the time I woke up in the morning till the time I went to bed at night. That's all we did. And that's what I still do.
Yeah.
And that's who he is. And the guy, that's who he is. So don't take it so seriously.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. This is Scott Baio, who is joining us on the show, who we've pursued for some time. What brought you down here?
Well, a couple of things. LA was disintegrating before our eyes. Number one, truly sad, wonderful place, but toast.
Yeah.
Our daughter came down here for 2 summers to go to a sports academy to play golf, and she's good. And through coming down here and conversations back and forth, we were going to split it, Mike. We were going to split half the year in LA at school and half the year down here at school so she could train. And one day our daughter comes home and says, listen, if I want to be good, I got to stay here full time.
Yeah.
So we're like, wait, what? Now what do I do?
Yeah.
I got a big house in LA. I got a condo here, and it became a bit of a poop storm for a little while, but we got settled pretty much, and then the hurricane happened. So
yeah, welcome to Florida.
yeah, it was all right. We're cool.
How about this? All these years of acting as a child star and on Nickelodeon or whatever, what was it, Disney? What did you do the show? The father
Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. Is Scott Baio rich these days? I don't know. I would imagine in my mind as a fan, you've been active in Hollywood since you were a teenager. You got some glue. Yeah. All right.
It's funny. People try to guess your net worth.
I don't know how close is the net worth in reality to what they say online. You've
way off.
Because
people don't know.
Yeah.
People don't know salaries. People don't know investments. People don't know anything.
Yeah.
So I find it comical, but I'm okay.
I just always think, just when you said you sold property in LA that you've probably had for the last 30 years, that's enough right there to probably make you have enough money. This is good. This is good for you. Now you don't talk to any of those Happy Days people, or you do?
No.
No. Who are those guys you do the podcast with?
Just buddies of mine from LA. The bald-headed guy, Mark Jones, created and directed the Leprechaun movies.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other guy, George, was a big shot at Capitol Records. So they're just buddies of mine. We would smoke together in LA, and we just shoot the breeze. That's pretty much all it is.
It's interesting because I look at the three of you, and I think you probably are similar in age, but they look nothing like you. They have to be looking at you going, "You son of a bitch, what did you do?"
Thank you. We're pretty close in age, but yeah. Thank you.
And you are a married guy. You did you marry somebody? I know you did a TV show about being single, right? Was it on VH1?
Yeah.
And
I've been married. It'll be 18 years in September.
And you managed to stay single that whole time. You were smart enough to stay single all the way through up until I
was 40. What was I, 46 when I got 45? I don't remember. 45, 46. I think I met my wife when I was 45.
God bless you.
I stayed single that whole time.
Yeah, and just tearing it up.
Yeah. I had a good time, Mike. I had a good time. Being a single guy in Hollywood with a television show was a good thing.
And the good looks, and you got Pamela Anderson while she was still wearing makeup.
True.
What do you think about that now when you look at that now?
God bless her.
Yeah.
I hope she's happy. She's been through it. And I have nothing bad to say about Pamela. She's a good woman.
Yeah. Now, obviously, I do follow your story also about the situations with Charles in Charge and the allegations that were made there. I think anybody who I don't know you up until today. I've never met you before, but anybody who fights and is as honest as you are, I tend to believe your side of things. You have been very forthcoming about everything. You're willing to talk about it. I've seen you on the news talk about it. I've seen you on your podcast talk about it. You don't fear any of those things. That's usually a sign of somebody who's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, listen, it's what's unfair about it all is somebody can say anything they want anytime they want.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're in, wait, what are they saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't even catch your breath. So it was all a lie, and we exposed it all. And I'm told it was a money play.
That's what I was going to ask you. What would the motivation was? The money.
That's what I was told.
Yeah. Yeah. But I gotta think that a lot of time I've been in trouble a couple of times for things I've done and things I haven't done, and the first thing they always tell you to do is shut your mouth. They don't want you to talk about it. But here you were taking it head on and discussing it. And I think that is a great sign of somebody who has nothing to hide.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So sometimes, listen, it's the internet is a great place, but the internet is a scary place too.
Yeah.
It's a bad place sometimes.
So would you consider yourself retired now? Or are you still working, or you kind of want to just now live through your child? I mean that in a good way.
I've done a couple of things, Mike. No, I've done live through my child.
Yeah. I meant watch her grow
no,
up.
No. I get it.
Yeah.
If I could, and listen, that would be a dream of mine.
Yeah.
If I could do, if all that plays out the way we think it's going to play out, man, that would be. I'd go wherever she goes. I'd watch every tournament because I love to watch her play.
Sure.
She doesn't like me watching her play. She gets mad at me, but I love to watch her play. But the retire thing, I did a couple of small movies recently. One was the God's Not Dead movies. I did one of those, which was fun, but I don't do much. I might. My daughter's going to go off to college next year,
right?
Next fall. So I might get Mike. It's a good question, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because once my daughter goes to college, I've been with her every day.
Yeah.
I drive her to school every day. I take her to my wife and I take her to tournaments. My wife will, I will. So I don't. So when she goes away, maybe I'll do something. I don't know. I'm kind of working on something now, but I don't know because the thought in my head is because I've done it for so long and I've done so many different shows and stuff. The thought of going onto a soundstage all day, I'm sure that once I get back into it, I would love it because I was kind of retired before I did the See Dad Run show on Nick at Night, and
right.
I really got kind of pulled into that, and I forgot how much I enjoyed it. And and every day at work, I couldn't wait to get home, which is true. And so you play with it in your head. Do I want to go sit there and let's go? Can we go now? So I don't know. I don't know. I love what I do, but sometimes, and plus I'm not, maybe I'm not a young guy anymore.
Listen, you better find a hobby too. Once that kid leaves, you're going to be like, "Holy, what do I do?"
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So, my wife and I are going to start doing stuff that we haven't been able to do.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I mean, so the way I look at this right now, Mike, is I'm basically just a feather in the wind.
Right.
Whichever way the wind takes me,
you will end
what
up
I'm going to do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Unless it blows into a Happy Days reunion, you're not going to that.
Yeah, we've done enough. We've done enough of those. And they're good people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They just they think differently than I. And they don't like me because of the way I think, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Hilarious. Well, listen, I'm glad we finally got to hook up, and we got to get you in the studio so we can hang one day. These weird video calls are, I don't know, I'm kind of getting used to it now. But I saw you got the whole setup. I saw you on Fox News. You got the podcast ready to go. Saw you a couple of weeks ago. You did something, maybe it was a month ago. We dialed in and you looked good. Was Jesse Waters maybe?
That was Jesse. So I thought I looked horrible. Wow. Thank you. I did. I watched it later, but what the hell happened? So you know what they do, Mike, which is really kind of cool. They send a van.
Oh, so they make it.
And the
easy.
van is a studio.
Oh yeah.
And it's a miniature with the monitors and all the equipment and the backdrop. It's pretty cool.
I gotcha. I thought you had that whole setup in your house. All right. No, well, listen. I'm glad we got to kind of meet and finally hook up, and hopefully we get to spend some time with you. And we're here. If you ever have, I know you every once in a while. You seem like a guy who's got stuff you want to talk about.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I have Gio's information.
Yeah.
So but I think once my daughter goes to school, she'll be driving now.
Yeah, you're gonna get stressed out, buddy.
Wait
Yeah.
till that happens, Mike.
Yeah.
Your daughter's 12.
She's 12, but I have a 19-year-old son, so I have a
Oh,
little bit
okay.
of
So
yeah.
you've been-
I have
you've been
somebody that
through
could
all
do
these.
the killing for me.
But if I'm going to be up there, if I can get up there, I'll just drop Gio a text, and and if you guys are around, I'll come up.
Yeah, we'd love to see you, man. It's
Because you
great.
have a good Italian. What's the Italian deli up there? Is it Mazzaro's?
Mazzaro's, yeah. It's worth the drive.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do that.
We'll go to lunch one day. We'll go right to Mazzaro's. We'll hang out.
Okay.
Oh, me and Scott Baio just
Awesome.
became best friends.
Yep.
Damn it. Hey, it's a pleasure
Right, man.
talking to you, man. I appreciate you making the time for us, and we'll catch up soon.
Mike, appreciate it. God bless you.
Take it easy. There you go, Scott Baio. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.